Hello, everybody. Welcome to a very special episode of the Listen or Else We'll Say the N-Word podcast. As always, I'm your host Ryan, but today we've got a full house. We've got three of my closest, nearest, and dearest friends. And so why doesn't everybody uh, give the people your name and something that you want the world to know about you? Go.
Yo, my name's RJ, or Robert, and I don't want the world to know anything about me because I'm a private ass little motherfucker.
Oh shit, that was gonna be mine, but my name is Kyle, and I want the world to know that it's not okay to say the N-word, and that's not something we should be endorsing. And I think it's perfect that we are here to prevent that from happening. So thank you for listening.
And I am Brain, and I just want to say that this will definitely be the best episode of the Listener Else podcast. Obviously.
Obviously.
Obviously. So let's start with the topic that's on everyone's minds right now. What's going on in Afghanistan? Kyle,
Mm.
what are you thinking about Afghanistan right now?
I mean, this is a touchy subject. Afghanistan, widely unpopular war, but like that like that hoe that lives across from you, you just can't find yourself pulling out. You're in it for 15 years, you can't pull out, and now you have children, and that child is bad relations with the Taliban. And I honestly, I don't know if there was a good way to. I mean, I think it could have been handled better, but I don't know if there was a good way to do it.
Brain, with Joe Biden possibly facing threats of impeachment from Republicans in both the House and Senate, would you rather fuck a bottom half human mermaid, top half fish mermaid, or a top half human mermaid, or bottom half fish mermaid?
I was just about to say this starting to sound like
Fantastic
CNN.
question. This harkens back to previous discussions that we've obviously had because we were so
Right.
well prepared for this podcast. You gotta go top half human.
Wait,
Want
you're
to
gonna fuck
elaborate
the
on that?
Uh yeah. Uh mermaids, they look hot. But traditional mermaids, why the fuck would you want to be looking at a fish head while you're fucking it? Um what more do you need to say?
I mean, I'm not personally attracted to like cloacas or whatever fish have, so that's one thing to add.
Wait, is that the bottom?
Don't you ever say whatever the fuck you said to me ever again.
Oh, I'll fucking do it right now. I'm not attracted to cloacas or whatever the fuck fish have. Like, I don't know if I would want to be involved in a mermaid that's a bottom half fish, because that's I mean, that's your main point of contact, and that main point of contact is fish. And I don't fuck with fish like that.
Wait, so if they have a fish head, do they talk like a human?
Oh,
Or
good question.
Yes.
Mm,
Whoa, what? I never said I was gonna be fucking the bottom half.
I guess that's a good point. Yeah.
See, that I think there's kind of, as long as the mermaid doesn't expect you to put your pee-pee in their cloaca, then I think it's pretty cut and dry. Just make her do hand and mouth stuff.
That is genius simplified.
well, fish poop too. So there's got to be a hole.
I mean, I think that's the little fishy cloaca that we're talking about, though.
Everyone
I
poops
don't know
though.
what cloaca is.
It's an
It's like
everything hole.
Yeah, it's in everything hole. Like birds have it. That's where the birdie semen is placed. That's also where they shit and piss out of. And I think snakes have that too. I just assume fish have it. It seems like a rudimentary, like low evolutionary style orifice.
Kyle,
What,
is
it's
your
saying you're better
cloaca?
than them?
Oh, one at a time here. One at a time here. Where's my cloaca? It died with my bird that I had a while ago. What was your question, RJ?
Oh
So
my
are you
god.
better than life forms that have cloacas?
I mean, better than is a hard assessment, but I say at least evolutionarily superior, yes.
Unequivocally.
If you nutted in a mermaid, would and they got pregnant, would it be like 3/4 human then? What would that look like?
Mm.
It would get
Which
that much closer to becoming a full human once again, but never able to truly attain human status.
I mean, if we could just make humans that also have gills, that would be kind of sick.
It would be cool.
All
I
right,
would love
I'm
some
ready,
gills.
fucker.
I'm not. I'm not gonna fuck Aquaman. I just want to swim underwater.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I would fuck Aquaman. You got me. Okay, what else do you want, bro?
Jason Momoa?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I'm not doing the orange and green one.
Well, today I did do a little bit of preparing. I
Oh
brought
shit.
up Parade Magazine's 250 best would you rather questions. Some of these should
Ooh.
be really quick, some of these should be like stupidly easy.
What better way to strain our relationship as friends?
Easy peasy. Question number 1. I feel like this one should be easy.
Okay.
Would you rather have the ability to see 10 minutes into the future or 150 years into the future?
10 minutes, easy.
Yeah, 10 minutes.
Like
10
I'm gonna
minutes,
be
bro.
dead 150. Wait, what was whatever that time was? So I don't really care. I feel
And
like 10 minutes, I can I can act on what I see.
Right.
I could like you know.
I mean, shit, 10 minutes into the future, you could make a fortune off of that. Right? Like you could see 10 minutes into the future of what happens in a UFC fight and bet for the winner. You could see or like horse races or whatever, what have you. I mean,
Just do
150
day
years
trading,
would
yeah.
be
You could
yeah.
see how long it's gonna last in bed.
we could have seen it when to sell GameStop.
Yeah.
Sell at every peak.
I mean, yeah, 150 years would be interesting just to be like, oh shit, they got this,
Yeah, it'd be
or oh,
cool
this
like
is
once.
yeah, and then you get tired of it because you could only see 150 years from your own like perspective.
But then you could be the savior of like humanity, but fuck that shit. Like I'm
Nah,
gonna be
dude.
dead by then.
Nah. No, nothing can save humanity at this point.
Yeah, I'm in it
Human,
for myself.
humans fucking suck.
Give me the 10 minutes.
They say shit like cloaca.
Okay, but hear me out here. Let me play devil's advocate for a second here. Like, what if you couldn't control it and you're like constantly seeing flashes of what's going to happen 10 minutes in the future? I feel like that would fuck with you because then you would start acting differently. When there's like you'd
That
enter
was
like a time travel zone.
yeah,
You're
that
going
was
to
in
like
a
a
Rick and Morty episode. He like had this Morty had this little crystal where he did basically what you said. Like he just saw everything, so everything
mm,
that he did, he was just hesitating and just started living by that thing, that
yeah,
stone that he found.
that sounds familiar. I was gonna say I feel like I saw something. I think that was it. Like going into a job interview, you see it not go super well. That psychs you out and it goes worse than it would have normally. Like maybe you don't want to see 10 minutes in the future. Maybe that's more of a burden than a benefit.
That's
Well, I mean, but it's the same thing for 150 years because you always know, like with every action you do, what's how it's going to change 150 years from now.
I mean, maybe, but you're so disconnected from it, right? Like, what? You'd be like, ah, fuck it, I don't care.
Yeah, I would just tap into it like once a week and see how to do it.
How shit do? Oh God! Oh no! I shouldn't have done that. I knew that sandwich was a bad idea. That shit looked kind of bad.
I think it also there's some bearing on whether this is like Back to the Future rules of seeing into the future or Harry Potter rules where like you can't really affect it in the past sort of, which would make 10 minutes into the future a lot less useful, I think.
Mm.
But
Like, no matter what you do, like the future that you see is based on the knowledge that you see the future that you see in a way.
Yeah, like if you see yourself like dying in a car accident in 10 minutes, like you can't really prevent that.
See, yeah, that's the whole like time travel thing is like how much, is that really, are you really seeing it, or are you just seeing like what could be? Because there's some time travel things that work that way too. You're seeing a possibility of it or some shit.
Yeah,
But
well, if
then
it's
that
like that,
also
go ahead.
invalidates seeing 150 into the future too. Like you see 150 and you're back to your regular life, and it's just like, well, I just fucking hallucinated in the middle of the day.
If it's like there's nothing you can do to change it, then what's the point of looking at it? Like, because whatever you do, the end result's gonna be the same.
Yeah, so
Sure.
150
So why
years might
care?
be like more fun to look at in that case.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, that's
I
true.
would I would choose 150. Yeah, be like, oh no
That's
way.
which teams if
No,
those
no,
are the rules.
I'd still choose 10 minutes because if it's not going to change, well, now I just know what's going to happen. If I'm going to get hit by a car, I'm just going to be like, all right, I'll just tense up a little bit.
Okay, what twist? What if you can only do it once?
And when do they draw the lottery again?
I mean, you have to buy the ticket like beforehand, right?
Yeah, the lottery doesn't really help you because knowing the
I'll
numbers,
take
like you'd have to search the country for those specific numbers, and you can't choose.
I'll take the 10 minutes if you could only do it once because you could cash in on that one
I,
time.
I'm in the same boat. Yeah, I would cash in on it in a big way
Yeah,
once.
fine. Cash in day trading. There you go. Easy peasy.
All right, I think we're in agreement then. One down, 249 to go.
See you guys at 7 p.m. tomorrow, and well, I guess I'll never leave, but
We'll throw in a lightning round here or
Nah,
there.
some of these are gonna be faster.
sure.
Number 2, would you rather have telekinesis or telepathy?
Telekinesis.
So telekinesis is controlling physical things with your mind.
Yeah, you can move things
Apathy
with your
is
mind. Telepathy, you can
telling.
read minds.
Um,
I've always held that telekinesis is the coolest superpower, and telepathy is kind of whack in my opinion because, like, I don't give a shit what normal dumbass people are thinking on a regular basis. So knowing exactly that they're like, I think I want another hot dog today, is like, all right, why do I have this power? Like, I'm gonna go jump off a bridge or something. But telekinesis, you can really fuck shit
Dude,
up.
telekinesis, you could read their mind anyway. They'll be like, holy shit, is that guy moving things with his mind? That's what
That's
they're
true. I know
thinking.
exactly what they're thinking. I mean, it's also just convenient around the house. Like, you ever, like, God damn it, the fucking fridge is so far away. Bam, you open the door, grab yourself a drink, and you bring that shit over. You just become 700 pounds because you don't actually ever move. I would just move myself with my mind.
Okay, yeah, telekinesis is pretty much the best.
That's free.
What if it was limited to only up to 10 pounds? You could
Mm,
telekinese.
Telekinesis. What is my range though?
Within line of sight.
Line of sight.
I still do it.
You could do a
you
lot
could
with
be
10
like
pounds.
you could be like the
Yeah.
world's best golfer.
That is true.
Or the best archer too. That's what I was thinking. Just carry a quiver with you at all times. If anyone steps up against you, you just fucking send an arrow through their. That's a little homicidal, but
Oh, yeah, and
Still.
there should probably be a speed limit too if there's a weight limit. Because then that could be really dangerous. You just start like flinging things around at supersonic speed.
yeah, just pebbles. I mean, a bullet is tiny.
Bro,
Yeah.
just make it as fast as you can fucking throw it.
Dude, telekinesis is OP. You'd have to nerf it so much to even consider telepathy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen it nerfed by like it's constrained by what your body would do physically. So it, like, takes the same amount of energy. You just don't have to be physically touching it. So like if you wanted to lift something 200 pounds with your mind, it would make you just as tired and like put just as much strain on you as if you did it physically. So I think that kind of nerfs it a little bit, but still, I mean, that would be so sick.
It's still way
200
cool.
pounds. Fucking lightweight, baby.
Right.
Yeah, and you work out your mind and your body at the same time by going to the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, you could work out while like fucking surfing the internet or something.
Just only do cardio.
Brain gains.
Brain gains. I love that.
Okay. Moving on. Would you rather team up with Wonder Woman or Captain Marvel?
Who?
You know,
So, do they
Captain
look
Marvel.
like the actors that portray them in the movies now? Because
This
Yes.
that's
is
completely
critical.
what it depends. Okay, definitely
Wonder
Wonder
Woman.
Woman.
Yeah, I think Wonder Woman.
I would say Wonder Woman because she's like cooler and hotter. But moving on. Would you rather be forced to sing along to or dance to every single song you hear?
The options are sing or dance.
Yes.
Sing,
Dance.
This is a
Dance.
curse.
sing.
Oh God.
You could sing while doing a lot of things, but if you instantly hear music and you have to dance.
I already do that. So
Yeah.
Thing is, who's to tell you what you're like? Maybe your dance is just like bouncing your finger up and down in a jaunty way. Like, who's to say that it's like a full on dance? You know, there's many ways to dance. Singing, I guess you could just like hum along, but I don't know.
Whisper.
Your throat would be so fucking like dry after singing to every song you hear.
dance 100%.
Not really. You
Get
just
that cardio in.
that's
Mm.
but the curse aspect of it, it's like, you know,
So you want to
controllable.
be singing the entire time?
Yeah.
I don't know about that one.
I feel like it would be easier to. I'm contextualizing this as like going to the grocery store. Which would
Hmm.
be more annoying? Because they have whatever playing constantly. Also, you could just plug your ears for either one, but that would also be annoying. Or like if
What
you're at a
about
restaurant.
like
In
if
that
you're at a
aspect,
club? If you're at a club, imagine just
Yeah,
singing the entire time. But if you're dancing, you fit it in, and you can still
Yeah,
talk.
just because
exactly.
you have to sing doesn't mean you can't dance.
I know,
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
you're
you
but
gonna
you
have
sing
to
can't
and
talk.
dance at
sing.
the same
You
time.
cannot speak and converse while you're singing.
Not to mention, like, okay, so say you're in the grocery store and some dude is literally singing to every song. I'd be like, bro, could you shut the fuck up? Like, no, like, stop singing in public. If someone's just dancing, you'd be like, oh, they're kind of vibing, you know, they're
Or
having a
look
good day.
away.
Like
Yeah,
nonstop.
Yeah.
Nah,
You're
nah, nah.
not
That shit gets annoying too.
you're not involving other people when you're
right.
dancing. They could just stop looking at you, but what are they gonna do if they don't like your singing? They gotta plug their ears or get frustrated.
Yeah,
Yep.
I feel like you would get your ass beat by some dude who's in a bad mood and just doesn't like to hear you singing all the time.
Yeah,
And
let's
you
fuck him
just
up.
refusal to stop while you're singing.
So fuck them. Why the fuck do I give a shit about them?
I mean,
I'm
you don't,
cursed.
but yeah, I'm cursed, bro. What do you mean?
I got
I'm the one
nothing
who's
to
suffering.
lose. I'm
Yeah, but
cursed.
you can't explain that while you're singing. You could explain that while you're dancing if someone asked.
Like your explanation is gonna make a lick of sense to them.
Brain's pretty set on singing.
Pretty set
Yeah,
on singing.
Bro,
he really is.
I
Okay.
locked that in day one.
You got the pre-order.
Well, let's just agree to disagree. Moving
Oh, let's talk
on.
about this for 45 more minutes.
Let's talk about this for 45 more minutes. Would you rather find true love today or win the lottery next year?
Lotto.
Lottery. What the
Yeah,
hell?
lottery. Yeah.
Lottery, yeah. That one's
Moving
kind
on.
of. I don't know why. What's the difference between now and next year, really?
Oh, I gotta wait fucking 365 days for that money.
Oh well.
I'll just prepare.
What if it was the lottery in 10 years?
Take
Fuck it.
lottery.
Lottery.
Yeah,
Still.
lottery.
What if it was
That
the
just
lottery?
means I can go into
in-
debt for 10 years
Yeah.
and then knowing it would get paid off.
Why do I need to find true love today when I already have it?
See, that's what was going through my mind. I wasn't gonna say it though.
You gotta cheese it up a little.
Yeah, you do.
All
But yeah,
right.
lottery. Moving on.
Lottery.
Sure.
Yeah.
Give me that
Yeah.
money.
Even us lonely boys want the lottery.
Uh,
Would you rather be in jail for 5 years or in a coma for a decade?
Coma me up.
jail, absolutely. You know how much money people make in jail?
Barely any.
Insane.
Shit.
False. People make 6 figures while they're in jail.
Kyle, I don't know what the fuck you've been reading.
Who?
I've watched a lot of 60 Days Locked Up, and people who sell drugs in jail make so much money
Oh,
because all the
okay.
prices are inflated. You just gotta get in with the gang. You
Oh,
gotta start selling drugs in jail,
Okay.
and people make hundreds of thousands of dollars.
That
So
makes
you
a lot
want
more
that
sense.
life.
What's
You
the
want that
chances
life.
of
You want to join a gang and then make money, and then once you get out of jail, live your life indebted to that gang.
All I'm saying is, like, okay, if you go to jail for 5 years, you have a chance of some personal development, right? You can work out, read, like learn some skills, and make shit tons of money selling drugs. If you're in a coma for 10 years, you know what you get? Fucking
Real
bed
confused when you
sores.
come out.
True, and bed sores and fucking dying muscles. Like, just your body just kind of wastes away. I wouldn't choose that.
Well, you just hopped into
Yeah.
the future.
And you're 10 years older.
And you miss 10 years of all those moments with your family, which, I mean, you do miss, but at least there's some communication. Like, you could still talk to your loved ones if you're in jail.
Do I get to pick the crime that takes me?
Ooh.
You put someone in a coma.
For 10 years.
I'll take the coma.
Man, I just don't want jail on my life.
I mean, I think it would be. It's like hard to get a job and shit once you've been in jail, but like,
True.
I think it would be just as hard to get a job if you've been in a coma for 10 years.
Yeah, it'd be weird. It'd be
You
very
can
weird.
explain that very easily.
Yeah, but like, your skills have diminished. Probably. You would need to work in a field where that hasn't changed in
I
10
kind of
years.
wonder about that. Like, if you're in a coma and to you, it's just like you got in a car accident, right? You're knocked out, and then you wake up and they're like, oh, yeah, it's 10 years later. Would you be like, damn, I don't remember how to do anything? Because for you, it would probably feel instant. But
Yeah.
I can't imagine that you wouldn't forget some stuff. Like, your brain wouldn't forget some stuff.
I mean,
I don't know.
I would believe, yeah, you definitely forget some stuff, but you can't forget everything.
Well, I'm not saying forget everything, but like, would to you, since it feels instant, would it be like, damn, for some reason, I just in a split second forgot all these skills. Like, I don't know. I wonder how that works.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I think you'd remember everything that you did, I guess. I don't know. I'd rather be
I
in
guess to
jail.
be in the, yeah, I think that's the way to go.
Jail, but I don't want to put someone in a coma.
Yeah, I'd want to do it for a cooler crime for sure.
You can get disability after coming out of the coma.
So I could do a whole lot more of nothing.
Maybe. I don't know. We can move on.
In jail.
Would you rather have another 10 years with your partner or a one-night stand with your celebrity crush?
What if I have no partner?
I'll do the 10 years.
Wait, just like I don't understand the 10 years with your partner. Like, you get an extra 10 years, like you live 10 years longer so you can spend it together, or like guaranteed you guys are going to be together for 10 more
This
years.
You guys
question
are already seeing the 10 years.
isn't good. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like I already hope that we have at least 10 years, and then if it's saying we only get 10 years, like
No,
shit,
no,
I was
no.
hoping we got more.
10 years more, I'm assuming. Because, well, in these hypothetical,
Okay.
you're getting these things that you don't already have.
Have
I'm guessing
another 10 years, yeah.
Yeah, see?
Another 10 years.
I think that's a
I
question
mean,
for someone who hates their partner.
Yeah.
No, I would pick the 10 years just because, I mean, 10 years, in and of itself is a wealth of time.
If you're
Right.
old.
That's a lot of experiences.
Whereas one night, like, you'll forget that in 10 years, honestly.
True.
Not if it's with celebrity.
Not as if it's with Wonder Woman.
That's
Nah,
right.
you'll forget that shit.
I don't know. I guess you'd have to like film that shit knowing that it was gonna be your one shot, but
But
I don't
then,
know. Either way, I take the 10 years. That's like one night isn't worth. That's too much time. Especially if death is what breaks you up. Like that's 10. You just extended your lifespan by 10 years, maybe.
Yeah, it's so vague.
Yeah.
nah,
Like, I don't know.
it's so simple.
But if it's you're kind of like betting on you staying together too, because what if it's 10 years with someone who you're eventually gonna break up with? Then you like waste another 10 years of your life basically with this person.
Mm, that's true. Like, what if you were gonna break up the next day because shit's bad?
You might as
You
well
better
cheat
then-
on
break up
them.
right now.
Yeah, with celebrity.
I don't know.
But
Yeah, that's
but
not
what-
very well worded. So.
but even so, like, what's the point? You cheat on them for one day, and then what? That one day is supposed to be an experience you tie your life and identity to? Like, no, get the fuck
Yeah.
over it.
Yeah, no, it's 10 years regardless. It's 10 years.
Would you rather be chronically underdressed or overdressed?
Ooh, what's the weather like? I'll take that.
Depends.
You mean is it like stylistically over and under?
Stylistically, I would say.
Yeah.
I would say. Mm,
I'm gonna say overdressed because, like,
Yeah.
if you're the nicest dressed person in like random situations, like, yeah, people probably make fun of you, but it's not like you're gonna lose a job over it. If you show up
Yeah.
to certain jobs underdressed all the time, you're fucking gone.
yeah. You can. I mean, think of like the worst scenarios, like you going to the gym in a fucking tux.
Yeah, that's true. But dude,
You
that's
look-
kind of a flex though. Like if
You
you
look
have a
psycho,
three-piece
but who
suit,
fucking cares?
dude, you're the one dude at the gym who brings a three-piece suit.
Dude,
But if you're
even-
going to a funeral in fucking sweat shorts,
In a
socks,
tank
and
top.
sandals and a tank top, yeah, people are gonna fucking hate you.
Okay. Alternatively, you'd be overdressed at the funeral. What does that look like?
Mm.
Funerals.
Like a top hat? Like,
Yeah. And a coat and a little monocle
Yeah.
or something. That's kind of dope, though. I dig that.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
you're
know,
not.
that's not me, but
It's not
that's not me.
disrespectful.
No, it's just like, damn, this guy's really fucking fancy. What the hell?
He went all out for this funeral.
Right. That's some respect.
Put some respect on that.
Exactly.
okay. I guess we're being overdressed then.
Consensus.
Moving on. Would you rather have everyone you know be able to read your thoughts, or for everyone you know to have access to your internet history?
Internet history.
Yeah, internet history.
Yeah, that one's easy.
You can look at all that stuff.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. My innermost thoughts. Those are mine.
Plus, they have access to it. It's their dumbasses who have to go weeding through fucking 14 years of Google searches. Like, have fun, I guess.
Yeah, go ahead, look through all the video game YouTube
Yeah, the-
tutorials.
Exactly. Video game wikis and fucking random, like, hella school shit,
Porn.
emails. I don't know. And then, yeah, just a bunch of porn.
Yeah,
A lot of porn.
it's just fucking porn. Who even fucking cares? Like,
Yeah.
what is it? Illegal? Taboo? Who gives a shit? It's porn.
Would you rather lose your sight or your memories?
Mm.
Damn.
This
So,
one's
okay, where do
actually
you start when you lose your memory?
I'm gonna go with sight.
I mean,
Fuck.
shit.
You can't really live without your memories.
Let's say
Is that true?
it's like Hollywood amnesia. You don't remember like anyone or anything, but you can still like read and write and like basic functions and
Well,
stuff.
when I hear that, I just think of this one movie that I watched where there was this lady. She could not make new memories, so she like relived like the same day, and it was like a mystery thriller. But like,
Mm.
Well, that's not what this is.
but
You
that's what I
lose your
think of.
current
You idiot.
memories.
But that
Damn.
makes you who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
would
also
you
then you're
get a
free to
fresh
form a
start?
new person.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
I mean,
Do
do I
you
think
want?
your life that much?
Do you want to be someone else?
I
Then
don't
do it
know.
on your own.
Hey, aren't you a new person when you're blind again? When you turn
Yeah.
blind, you gotta.
You just have to adjust to life like that. But you are
Oh
still
fuck.
yourself.
And you
I don't
get
Imagine
like
know.
a
all,
cool dog to show you around.
yeah. Imagine your life, what made you who you are now.
I mean, the way I think about it though, like losing your sight mostly affects your future, if not, well, it entirely affects your future.
Yes.
Losing your memories is mostly a loss of the past. It would affect your future, but not to the same extent. At least I don't think so. I would lose my memories. It would suck, but I feel like you could kind of like people could tell you, oh yeah, you used to do this thing, you used to do that thing, and like
Yeah.
people could show you videos and pictures. Like you could kind of make up and be like, damn, that's kind of cool. There's this person that I was that I don't even remember, and now I'm free to like to continue to live my life the best way. I feel like it would be one of those experiences that really causes you to try to make the most of your life because you're like, shit, I just lost all that. Now I have to move forward. And maybe going blind would be the same. You'd be like, well, shit, I gotta make the most of what I have. But I don't
Yep.
know.
I'm blind. I'm becoming Daredevil.
The world is becoming more friendly to like disabled blind people. So like,
That's true.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't think it would be that bad. It would be a 180, but
I don't
For
know.
me, I wouldn't mind if being blind. I think if I was born blind, because then it's like you don't really know what you're missing.
Yeah.
And then also your other senses kind of compensate, like you get better hearing. I don't know if that's the case when you just go blind after being like, I think it takes some time for your other senses to kind of heighten.
Honestly, who wouldn't pick that option if they had to be blind, Kyle? Just be born blind as opposed to just be struck in blind.
Well, true.
And when you can't see, you get the sixth sense. Fleal.
Yeah. What does Flea do right?
Tell us about it.
You know, you can't really describe it. It's a sense.
we don't have it.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's like trying to describe color to a blind person.
I mean, you could kind of do it though.
Nah.
It's all visual.
Would you rather have universal respect or unlimited power?
What the fuck respects? Give me that.
Call me fucking
Give that.
Palpatine.
Plug that shit in.
What does unlimited power mean though?
Unlimited power.
What does that mean though? I don't understand. Like you can control everything? Like are we talking like fucking Thanos
World
power or
government,
like
dude.
you are in control of everything? Because that sounds like a fucking bitch.
You delegate.
I don't
You-
want to spend my entire life delegating, telling everyone how to do their
Yeah,
goddamn
but you can
jobs.
use as much as you want. It's just
you have the
unlimited.
power to.
Yeah, power. Power is not a burden. You do what you want, and
I don't
that's
know.
it.
I'll take the universal respect. You would be the one person in the history of humankind who everyone agrees is just like the dopest human being. Is there even for like fucking Martin Luther King or like Gandhi or something, there's gonna be people like, well, he was kind of a dickhole for doing this or that, or like whatever positive figure you can name. There's always gonna be some people who are like,
That
no,
or
fuck that guy.
Bezos, basically.
Yeah, yeah. But like in the future, people are gonna look back on the person with all the power like, what a fucking piece of shit.
It doesn't have to be though.
Who fucking cares? You could try to save the world with your unlimited power.
You could try to save the world with universal respect. You could be like, look, everybody, everyone respects me. Okay, this is what needs to be done, and people would be like, you know what? I respect him. Let's do it.
Holy
Like, let's solve
shit.
global warming.
You scum it by being like, hey, Kim Jong Un. I'd really appreciate it if you just chilled out a bit.
Yeah, I think universal respect is unlimited power. Bam, and everyone
My
loves you.
God.
Nah, stop sucking his dick, Kyle. You want power.
Nah,
You need power.
But you could
nah,
get it
I'm
with
good.
respect.
Yeah,
Nah, I'm gonna go my way. Power.
Yeah, what would get you the most pussy? Probably respect?
probably
Wow.
respect. Everyone in the world respects you. Universal. You're like, well, I don't know. He probably has a lot of STDs, but I still respect him. I'll sleep with him.
There you go. Alright. Would you rather give up air conditioning and heating for the rest of your life,
Nope.
or give up the internet?
I'll give up
Mm.
those the control of weather.
Yeah, you know what?
Internet's basically like you need that to live nowadays.
I'm also wondering, was that just like any house you own can't have AC? Because I could just walk to a store that has AC, or does like the AC that exists for other people not affect me or some shit?
It magically does not affect you.
I'd still give it up.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
just live in the Bay.
Yeah, living somewhere mild.
Yeah, live in a mild
Mild.
climate, and then just have like fans and
Do
like
blankets.
comfy blankets, jackets, and shit. Yeah, you'd be all right.
Yeah, give me that fiber optic internet.
Have a heater here. Yeah. Just go swimming. Hang
Yeah,
out in the
swimming's nice.
shade.
Bro, I actually didn't realize what fiber optic internet was for the longest time.
I didn't know until I learned about it in college. Fiber
I had to look.
optic.
I had to look it up myself. I was like, "Oh shit, that is pretty dope."
It really is.
Would you rather swim in a pool full of Nutella or a pool full of maple syrup?
I mean, they're both very viscous. I'll take the Nutella.
Is it maple syrup more dense? I'm trying to think
I
of it
don't think
logistically.
so. I think Nutella's
Like, I wouldn't just
thicker.
lick a bunch of maple syrup by itself, but
I'm
Nutella,
not thinking of licking it. I'm thinking of like what would fuck me up if I got too deep.
Yeah, I think both of these might kill you,
Yeah.
honestly.
What's less likely to kill me?
Huh.
I think
know
Nutella's
what I mean?
less likely
I
to
think they're
kill
both
you.
that bad, so I don't care. I'm looking at the positives here.
Now I'm trying to look at the lesser of two evils, man.
I'll tell you which one is the lesser of two evils. That's maple syrup. Because Nutella, I found this out recently, which is kind of sad. Nutella uses palm oil or some shit, which is like something that they basically are cutting down the rainforest to harvest.
Disastrous for the rainforest. Yeah.
Yeah, so like a swimming pool full of Nutella. I mean, obviously not going to like completely change the world, but that's a lot more trees destroyed for that shit. Whereas, maple syrup, whatever, fuck, it's just like, it's just the sap. So
That's like the question: what weighs more, a kilogram of metal or a kilogram of feathers? That's exactly
metal
what.
for sure.
It's gotta be the metal. Feathers are so
Obviously.
light.
no, man, it's the feathers. Okay, it's a trick question. the feathers carry more air with them, so the air is less dense. You gotta factor in the air.
No, you gotta factor in the fucking fact you need to get all those feathers.
The feather factor.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're kind of. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter.
The whole palm oil issue is like, but the issue's not with Nutella, it's the industry that the way they fucking collect palm oil and farm it.
Oh, but it is though, because Nutella doesn't have to use palm oil. Palm oil is just really cheap, and so by using that as opposed to like a different type of oil, Nutella is contributing to the destruction of the rainforest, global warming. You
Get
know,
woke, pussy.
right, right.
Call back.
Make the reference.
That was my favorite part of the first episode.
We got woke, that's for sure. Did you guys see the new Saints Row reboot?
What?
Oh, the trailer.
They're
Dude.
getting woke.
They are
I
getting
saw
woke
the
over.
trailer come up, but I did not watch.
I don't remember how they got woke, but it's fucking Saints Row.
It was universally disliked,
The first one.
or the reboot
Uh,
style. They're like, this looks like Fortnite. It's cringe.
Don't fucking buy it then.
Did you ever get a Saints Row after, what was it, the third?
Yeah, I got 4. I played the Gat Out of Hell expansion to 4. Those were the
I
2.
thought they. Oh, okay, that was 4. I played Gat Out of Hell. Got that shit for free. That shit was pretty.
Yeah.
Free
I like that.
PS Plus.
Yes, sir.
Anyway. Moving on. Would you rather labor under a hot sun or extreme cold?
Cold.
Cold.
Old.
Actually, fine. Why? Because you can warm up, but you can't cool down.
Yeah,
It's like laboring, I think, is the key word here.
laboring heats you up inherently.
Yeah. I
What's
think
your answer, RJ?
if the cold is extreme, then it could kill you, but also like hot sun as well. So
Heat exhaustion will fuck you up.
I think it depends. Like, is laboring under a hot sun 80 degrees with a good breeze, or is it like 110?
Nah, he
In
said
fucking
extreme
sticky
conditions,
heat.
dude.
it's extreme cold and a hot
Extreme
sun,
cold.
though.
A hot sun
So-
doesn't necessarily mean And
Is
what
that-
what is
yeah.
extreme?
Is
It's
extreme
120
cold
degrees.
more
Like
You're
my
getting
mom would
pedantic
say
now.
55 degrees with a little bit of a breeze is extreme cold. So I think it's kind of subjective.
Are we talking like cold, like penguins need to huddle up in the winter type cold?
Yeah. If it was that, like Antarctica shit versus 100 degrees, I'll take 100 degrees.
This is the hottest place on Earth.
Oh, then cold for sure.
Versus the coldest place on Earth.
Cold hands down.
Just because you're laboring in extreme cold doesn't mean you don't have layers on. You're not out there buck naked lifting rocks.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, what can you do? What can you mitigate hot sun with? Like a fan, an umbrella, sunscreen.
Total darkness.
Well, I guess it has to be under a hot sun. That's the only thing it specifies, so you can't be.
Well, if you can't mitigate the sun, then what makes you think you could put layers on to mitigate the cold?
Because it's still cold, you just have a coat on.
I mean, you're still under the sun, even if you're under an umbrella under the sun.
I guess that's true. You're always under the sun, except at night.
Under the sun.
Well, you're under the sun, under the
in an
earth.
air-conditioned building.
Labor, no way. No, I think under the sun implies you're outside dealing with it, but like I feel like a little bit of shade. Maybe under the sun means no shade.
Stop
I
lying
don't
to
know.
I'm
yourself, you
thinking
bitch.
like construction or like farm work
Building an
versus
igloo.
I don't know.
Question's too vague. Bad job, Parade Magazine.
Bad.
This might be the worst question yet.
No, pass.
Would you rather stay in during a snow day or build a fort?
Um, that's such a weird ass question. Like, does build a fort mean I don't ever get to go back inside? Like, or like,
I'm going
Or gain the
outside.
last dose.
I'll go
I'm
build
going
a fort
outside.
and then go inside, I guess.
It's like, what if you're like, oh, I should go to the store, but I chose to stay in, so I can't go to the
I
store?
Then you DoorDash and then you just enjoy that food.
What if the house
chose to go to
catches
the
on
store.
fire and you can't leave because you chose to stay in during the snow day?
Well,
What
if
if
you
while you're building the fort, a blizzard strikes and you can't go inside?
you just got to keep
You've
building
got a
that
fort
fort.
then. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, that's ridiculous. I don't approve of that question.
What if they
I
mean
touch
like, okay,
preemptively pass.
they say stay in during a snow day or build a fort. It doesn't necessarily mean you're building a fort during the snow day. What if they mean like in general?
All
Like
right.
a military fort.
All right.
I'm gonna exercise my right to not even respond to this question.
I think that wins the Listener Else Award for worst Would You Rather question of the episode so far.
I like that.
Would you rather buy 10 things you don't need every time you go shopping, or always forget the one thing that you do need when you go to the store?
That extra shit.
I'll get the extra shit and then I'll return it. Like,
Oh, true. I mean, but
does-
see the thing.
But then
about
you're going to
returning-
the store again, so you have to
No,
get
on
10
your
more
next
things.
trip, you buy 10 things and then return the 10 things you got last time.
It's a cycle.
Or you just get like 10 pixie sticks and then throw them in the garbage.
Dude, my question is, how would you survive, like physically, if you always forgot the one thing? Like, oh shit, I forgot to get water, huh?
So, okay.
And then you're like,
wait.
oh, okay, go
You
back.
have to
Oh
wait
shit, I
until
forgot
the
to get
next
water.
time.
oh fuck! I forgot to buy my fourth tire on my car.
So, wait, so if you keep forgetting the same, like, do you keep forgetting the same thing? So, like, when you go back to
Probably.
get it, you
If it's the
forget
one
it
thing you
again?
need, then that means you never get it. Because if you need it now, then the next time you go to the store, you're probably going to need it even more. Because you've got.
But what if you
My
need
money and
multiple
I
things
need it
though?
now.
Like, who goes to the store for one? I mean, occasionally when you really need something, but like usually when I'm going to the store, I need like a couple things. And so, how do they choose which was the one thing? A bad question.
Yeah.
Bad question.
It's like. The
Second worst
shopping cart,
question.
it's like
of
Mjolnir. It's. Except with.
Huh?
With the thing you need. It has to be worthy to be forgotten.
Moving on.
Would you rather never be able to go out during the day or never be able to go out at night?
Mm.
The night.
Yeah, the night.
The day,
Yeah, probably night.
the day is the day. You gotta appreciate the day, the sun.
There's a
Right.
lot going on
You
during
can
the day.
do things during the day that pretty much anything that you can do. That
Bro, day drinking, day clubbing.
Yeah,
You could
fuck
do
it.
day drinking at home at night. Just prepare.
Yeah, I don't know.
The world-
can I
the
invite
world-
people to my house?
Of
that
course,
night?
they could go out at night.
No, but the world operates on the day. You don't want to
That's
be
true.
missing out on that.
What if you're out during the day and then the sun sets?
You gotta dip back inside.
You reverse fucking vampire, you just perish immediately.
You melt like the guy in Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Exactly. Yeah, I think you got to do the day. I think I would just get so depressed sitting fucking never seeing the sun
Bro, Kyle, have you ever seen Pulp Fiction?
multiple times. Yeah.
Oh shit. We're trying to get a viewing of Pulp Fiction.
I think I have it at home.
We're going to Cal's house to watch.
Pretty sure.
Would you rather watch Pulp Fiction at Kyle's house or at Ryan's apartment?
It's probably Ryan's apartment.
Oh no. Can't think of it.
These guys
We would
haven't
just-
seen Pulp Fiction.
Really?
I haven't
Seen
seen
it?
it.
I've seen it multiple
Oh,
times.
RJ's seen it.
I'm
You
the
just
only
wanted
one
to
who
see
hasn't seen
again.
it.
Yeah, Bray needs to see it.
Out of the four of us, I'm not surprised. This surprises me the least.
Would you
all
rather
started-
watch 10 movies you don't need to watch every time you see a movie, or never see the one movie you need to see?
Definitely
see the
never
one.
see the one movie.
Bro,
Imagine
who-
watching.
That's like the
fucking-
whole day.
Who fucking cares? 10 movies will just
That is
fucking
that's
fuck
an
you up.
entire. Only a whole day. That's 20 hours.
Just get 10
Yes,
monitors and watch them all at the same time.
Then you're not even watching them.
Oh my god.
Like you'd
Yeah,
be
fuck
paying
that.
attention on your 9th movie anyway. Moving on. Would you rather have a personal maid or a personal chef?
Ooh. I'm gonna get that chef.
Yeah, I kind
Yeah, I
of
think-
like doing things for myself, except cooking.
Yeah, no, cleaning's nice. Like you kind of organize things how you want it, keep it nice and stuff. But that chef gonna cook it up real good. You know, you need a meal prep. A chef, you wanna get some nice food, romantic dinner. A
Go to
chef.
McDonald's and get me some McDonald's from McNuggets.
Yeah, I would definitely do the chef.
Yeah, chef.
That'd just
Like-
be too nice.
A maid, that's like all shit that you can do easily.
Right.
And also, as an added bonus, no one's fucking impressed by. So, but a chef,
Clout.
they just make you cool shit that tastes good.
I'm sure a chef would enjoy cooking more than a maid would be.
True. Yeah.
That's
It would just be a
definitely true.
happier person in your life. Yeah.
What a guy, RJ. Ladies, if you're out there listening, RJ.
Become a chef.
I'm taking maid applications because I treat my maids well.
I thought you wanted the chef.
Wasn't you?
Would you rather have Beyonce's talent or Jay-Z's business acumen?
Business.
Business.
See, I'm not as hot as Beyonce, so they probably wouldn't be able to convert that talent into anything.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, if I could sing as good as Beyonce and dance as her, where does that get?
Who's watching me? Who's listening?
Oh,
Yeah.
single ladies. Oh, single ladies. See, I already have Beyonce's talent. Where did it get me? Nowhere. Would you rather be 11 feet tall or 9 inches tall?
11 feet. What the fuck?
Holy shit.
9 inches for sure. You know how many fucking back and neck problems you'd have if you're 11 feet tall? 9 inches, you would be like, you'd just be a little dope ass and like, I don't even know,
Yeah.
little
Superman.
spy. Yeah.
Dude, you'd need to eat a lot less. Your little
Mhm.
poops and pee, you could probably do that anywhere. It'd be so small. You could just hide it.
Bro, what was that one
Housing would
movie
be cheap.
with Matt Damon?
Oh yeah, where everyone's like,
Size.
yeah.
Never saw it. Heard it was bad.
Never saw it either, but that's the exact premise of being 9 inches tall.
Dude, you could like ride dogs and cat. Well, okay. You might get eaten by a
The-
dog or a cat, or
the
a
world will
bird
be
might come
dangerous,
pick you
yes.
up.
Yeah, but at least your own congenital defects won't fucking kill you at the
Bro,
age of
you-
24 if you're
You
11
would
feet
die.
tall.
Yeah, you die a painful death. You would just live a painful death.
Let's assume that your health is not affected by this at all.
I'm just giant.
Yeah.
I mean, as
Just
a
be
short
so
person,
inconvenient.
I'll take the
The-
11 feet.
The world's not made for you.
It's not made
It
for
doesn't take
9-inch people.
But you know how easy it'd be to make something for 9-inch people?
You know how hard it would be to do plenty of things that's 9 inches tall.
I
You
would
couldn't
fucking
get
fly
like
around on
any
a drone
door.
or something.
God, 11's too tall. I guess
11
that's
would
the whole
suck.
point of that.
Yeah.
You couldn't
I think
drive
9 inches
anywhere.
would be
Well,
kind of dope.
you might be able to drive places. You sit in the back seat.
You mean lay down?
Just like, yeah, I don't know.
You take a
Your
bus.
head, you just cut a hole in every car.
Just got to ball out in the NBA.
Yeah,
True.
dude. Honestly,
Travel by
the
wingsuits.
adapting is probably easier as an 11-footer. I would say.
You'd be you'd be 2 feet taller than everyone else in the league.
Fucking 4 feet. 4 feet taller than the tallest person. You'd be taller than the basket.
they would jump ball and you would just grab it.
Dunk
Throw
every
it.
free throw.
You just reach over and drop.
Yeah, but every time they I don't know. I think at 11 feet, you're just too top heavy. You would just get checked and fucking topple over, get a head injury and be out.
What are they checking? My knees?
Yeah.
The NBA's soft now, man.
Okay.
You're just a tall fucker. That's why you're trying to pick the short side.
I mean,
And it's
I
the
can't.
opposite for me.
Yeah.
Just want what you don't have.
True.
All the single ladies.
Okay. I'm gonna,
All of them.
I'm gonna try to pick one. I don't like editing podcasts that are more than an hour long, and we're closing in on it, so I'm gonna fucking make an executive decision here.
So you're
Vito.
picking the best questions now?
No, I'm
Brent
just
is a
gonna
government.
scroll.
Of government. What?
Do you guys have any would you rathers?
You pick the best ones out of parade, dude.
The best one ever is the fish one, top or bottom.
Okay. Here's another classic. I just remembered it. Would you rather have a
Dick
nipple-sized
toes?
penis or
Oh.
penis-sized nipples?
Oh my god.
Okay, we're going there. I guess they'll
I'll
just
take the
go
nipples.
the dick-sized nipples. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you gotta go for that.
You guys would
You just-
take dick-sized nipples.
You just cover it
Wait.
up, man.
Flaccid
With
or
what?
erect dick-sized nipples?
Does it matter?
So, well,
Yeah,
yeah, because if
dude.
you have
Like,
hard
doubles
fucking
the
dicks
size.
coming out of your chest,
They grow to erect size when it gets cold.
I'm keeping myself warm as shit.
Dude, I'm gonna stab the fuck out of people with my erect ass nipples. I'm going
dude,
nipple all the way.
seriously,
People would be
how the fuck can you
staring at
have-
you.
how could you have a nipple-sized dick? You can't live.
You might as
Watch
well
me.
kill yourself.
The sad thing is some people actually do, so
Nipples?
Couldn't be me.
I've seen some big nipples and some small penises.
That was just yesterday.
yeah, actually both of those are true. That's the crazy thing with that one is like both of these things are real that people have to live with.
I guess
That's fucking whack.
Yeah, I
Show me the pics.
No,
Maybe-
don't show me the
okay.
pics.
I mean, just
nipples the size of your penis and a penis the size of your nipples.
I'm taking the nipples, man.
That doesn't change
Give me
anything.
the nipples.
yeah, it doesn't change a damn
Fine,
thing.
but- Yeah.
Oh, I heard
feel-
one recently. Would you rather be able to speak every language in the world fluently
Mm.
or talk to animals?
I'm
There's
going with
someone
the
out there.
languages.
There's someone out there that does that already though.
True.
Talks to animals.
Talks to
No.
animals.
I mean, people try. Yeah, I've seen it.
Like,
Okay, but what could you gain from talking to him?
would they listen to you? That's
Yeah,
the other thing.
and what would they have to
You,
say that just
you're a
like
human who can communicate with them. That's a bond
That's pretty
nigh
cool.
unattainable.
no, but that's like being like who can talk to babies? Like they don't have anything cool to say. They're equally stupid. And like they wouldn't have even if you could like translate, they would just be like hungry, and I'd be like, yeah, okay, fucking Fluffy, but I want to know like what makes you tick, like what drives you like hungry, and be like, oh okay, Mr. Fluffy is hungry.
Yeah. See, like, imagine you're talking to, because like a bear is usually like, oh, I want food. Like, what do bears say to each other? Are they like, oh, that's all our time. Thanks for listening.